If you missed the maiden, I don't know where you've been, because this has got to be my new favorite thing that flies in the world. Since it showed up and we had our maiden flight of the F-86 80mm Sabre in this paint scheme specifically, I've been in love and I've been waiting and dying for a beautiful blue sky with very light winds kind of day. And Abby and I, we both were on the same page, very unexpectedly looked at the weather and realized today's the day. I had no idea that I was going to be blessed with a beautiful day like today to fly this thing. And if you aren't aware, this has retracts, which are very amazing. I'll show you in just a second. We do have flaps, and this thing has air brakes and it's just awesome. The attention to detail and the scale looks and details of this are next level. And if you weren't in love with it yet, check out and take a look at the cockpit of this airplane. FMS has hired some hand painters to give this a weathered look. No one else in the foam world is doing that. And to my surprise, yeah, it's still an expensive airplane, but it comes in at a price that is about $150 under where I would expect it to be, honestly. So I just want to take advantage of this weather. I have a couple charged batteries, so let's put this in the air and see how it does when I'm not fighting 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. Abby, isn't that just the most beautiful thing that we have in our collection? I mean, it's awesome. It's so awesome. We might need some serious trimming today just because my maiden flight, it was overcast and crazy cold. I couldn't feel my fingers. So many things working against me, but we still had a really successful flight. So if you guys want to see one of the most wild maidens, you definitely want to check that out. I have no safe in here, but I do have Expo in here. So this will be a short flight. Listening to air traffic. Okay, here we go. Love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now I've got to, I definitely feel my roll in here, so I've got to trim this up and get it flying perfect today. Let's see. Still got some flying, like here today, and we're rolling right, so just trimming that stuff up. Okay, here we go. We'll bring it in low. It feels pretty good. And we can see it today. Better than the overcast day. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful plane. Beautiful plane. Love this thing. I hope to get just a lot of flights on this. It is just one of the best looking things.
The best sounding thing too.
It just sounds so good. You are so right.
How close can you get it to us for a flyby?
Okay, for the sound?
Just for fun.
And then that afterburner light on the tail end of this thing is awesome too. I can see it in this bright day. Awesome. So we're flying on a 6S 3200 and it is cold out. So I want this to be a fairly short flight time on this, just because I got to really hone in my flight times. Told Abby maybe we're shooting for about a 3-minute flight, but I'll put another 3200 in, hopefully.
Got you at about 1.5 minutes.
Okay. You know, maybe we can fly longer. I hear the military jets flying over right now. Abby, track me.
Sorry.
We're okay. They're not landing here.
I know, but it's scary. I don't know what they're doing.
They're practicing their maneuvers.
Sorry, guys.
And stuff. I can hear them like crazy. Yeah, that is wild.
It was like boom, 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 boom. There they go again.
I've been doing a lot of practicing lately around where we live. Let's do a slower, hopefully over the runway kind of flight. So cool. Now the air brakes, I practiced them one time on our maiden flight and I dove up really high and then I used the air brakes while diving straight down. People said that they're actually used in real life for landings. So I'm going to try that maybe now. Let's get that landing gear down.
2 minutes.
We're going to hit our Maybe we'll do like a touch and go, possibly. Let's see. We'll come in under some power. There's my air brakes, leaving some power on because we are way down there. So it's hard to see airspeed. I don't want to stall out.
I should have said 2.5 minutes.
A little skip there, but that was with full flaps and full air brakes on. That was really cool. Let's taxi this around and take off again. I think we'll just take off this way because I'm not feeling any wind.
Probably like 30 seconds.
Okay, we'll get one more takeoff and landing. We're gonna leave the landing gear down. We'll just leave that landing gear down and we'll try for another smooth landing, hopefully. Maybe this time we'll hit those air brakes again. So air brakes on, bringing it in under some throttle. Oh no!
Whoa! Oh boy! Oh no!
Oh, that's so sad. Okay, those are just my
ordinances.
That was really rough
man,
and
Nate.
super embarrassing.
Oh.
A lot of distractions today.
Is it all right?
Yeah, it's okay. At least at first. Gosh, I hate that.
I think they just said Air Force. I swear that sounded like they said Air Force.
I think I messed up my wheel.
You messed up your wheel. Is it not turning? Oh yeah, it's sitting crooked. That front wheel. You think you can? Oh.
It's really bad.
You bent it.
Oh, it's really bad. Crunched out of place and everything. See that?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's what happens when I declare a favorite. It's stripped. It's busted. I heard these guys, this Air Force, and I was distracted by that, to be very honest with you. And I know they're not doing anything down here, but I have to actively listen because we're at an active runway, right?
Yep.
And so these guys are chattering like crazy and sonic booming. A bit distracting, but it was my fault.
Oh yeah, you chipped the wingtip too back here.
Yep.
And this one. Oh man, Nate. And there goes the booming again.
3.8 volts per cell. So whatever I was at, 3 minutes or so, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could have got another easily 30 seconds, maybe another minute on a 3200. It's not really, just barely warm. I'm really mad at myself right now, really upset with myself. My favorite thing, it was flying extremely well, and sure enough, get a little distracted, and when your mind isn't in the right headspace, it's easy to crash. I mean, sometimes it's a sweat bee. Enough, you know, that's enough to crash some guys. Sometimes it's just looking away at another airplane you're flying with for a second. Then when you look back at your airplane, you've lost orientation and you're crashing. And so for me this time, it was an audio distraction, and it was enough to make me get out of the zone, and you saw what happened. The steering servo down here is easy access, and it got ripped out of place. It made no effort to actually move the arm, and I don't see things too destroyed. Like, check this out.
Oh yeah, that's just popped out.
Yeah, I think I can just pop that back in place. You know.
I don't know, Nate.
We all have our days. It's just, that's so stupid. Yeah, that's back in place. No, it's not steering, but why? Okay, it's trying. Look at this. I didn't even strip my servo. Look, it's moving in there. See that?
Yeah.
I just need to put it back in place. It just needs to be reseated. Take that screw out,
Well,
and that
good.
screw out.
And then other than that, it's just a visual? Maybe?
Yeah, I don't think anything.
What about retracts? You probably don't want to try it, do you?
Hold on. Just gotta make sure everything's in place. That got popped out a little bit, but not broken.
The door, your door on the front wheel looks fine.
Okay, let's see, as long as everything is out of the way. I'm ready to. Okay, ready to try it?
Ready. Oh, those are fine. Front wheel. Close
Okay.
fine. And
Literally,
flush. So
we have a viewer here. All I have to do is reseat my steering servo with a Phillips screwdriver so that this can steer again.
and then maybe just some glue.
And a little bit of glue to
okay.
tighten up the fuselage.
And those were like 3 or I don't even know how many hard hits.
It was hard.
So
we'll watch it back in slow
not
motion a
too
couple
bad.
times. That was one of the most embarrassing landings I've ever had.
that was super distracting. Even I lost filming because of how distracting that was.
You know, and I'm going to tell you this. This is the real deal. See, someone just pulled up here to watch us, and
Which is always distracting when that happens when we fly.
if I was coming in the wrong direction, plus these distractions, I'm just glad I got AMA. It's the Academy of Model Aeronautics. This is a great example of why you should fly insured, because even though I flew in 15-mile-an-hour winds and had no incidents here on a beautifully calm day, we've got sonic boom military jets flying in formation, distracting us over the radio, and you know, random viewers coming up to watch what's going on. Those distractions took me out of my element and pulled me away from being able to focus on the airplane and its performance long enough to have an accident. Luckily, it's not as bad as I thought, and it is just damaging to the airplane and nobody else or nothing around.
So what could you have done to save the plane? Was there any saving that after your first hit?
I tried to throttle up and pull out of it, but it wasn't enough juice and forward momentum to give me lift. So what happened was I skimmed it and I stalled it. If this was a prop airplane, I could have, that throttle up would have flown away. But because it's an EDF and it requires a lot of forward movement to get that lift, I was just in an exaggerated stall on that third skip.
Rough.
What I should have done was actually just more commit to that first bounce.
Yeah.
After I skimmed off the ground the first time, just let it come back down. But what I tried to do was think my way. Yeah, I shouldn't have went around again. It's okay, this is repairable. I imagine this will be back on the channel. Today I expected, at 4 batteries, I expected to fly all 4 batteries today. I didn't even get through 1 full cycle. So this happens in the hobby sometimes, but don't get discouraged because these things are generally very repairable. And it's still, that was my fault. This is still my favorite thing I currently own, and that's after a decade of flying. So kudos to FMS for putting out such an awesome thing. Totally my fault. It'll be linked in the description box below if you want to check it out for yourself. Let me know which paint scheme is your favorite. To me, it's undeniable which one is the better version, but they'll both be linked down there. And if you buy one, it does help to support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. Also, a massive thanks to God for getting us out here in front of the camera and sharing this experience with you guys. Yeah, my tail's tucked between my legs really bad right now, but I think most of us have had landings like that. I've seen a lot of guys come in just like that, and it sucks because it's a little embarrassing, but it happened and I'm okay to share it. So hopefully you enjoyed it and you realize you're not alone when this kind of stuff does happen. Finally, a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do without your amazing support. We thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. That was a great flight, a horrible landing, but we'll get her back in the air, and I can't wait to I'd like to bring it back up later tonight if I can fix it fast enough. So Abby, we might be coming back out again later tonight. We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.